Hi, and thanks for stopping by. On this station, I'm going to briefly go over our line of industrial media players. We basically have three players, the VP70 LTE, VP70 XD, and the VP71 XD. They all follow some basic parameters. They are all auto start, auto play, auto repeat. What that means is if you ever lose power, when they first come on, they're going to automatically start playing and seamlessly loop. So there's no interaction needed. And when they loop, there's not like a blank or a on-screen display or anything like that. So it's a seamless loop, no on-screen display, exactly what you want to have for any kind of looping digital signage. They all have HDMI out, all 1080. The LTE does have composite video. The XD has VGA and composite video, and the XD has the same outputs as the XD, but the VGA output does have about 16 different resolutions. I'll go over these really briefly. So they all play from USB or SD. Basically, you just load your files on there, you put them in, it'll automatically start playing. You can take the card out, put it back in, no setup, no programming, nothing to do there, it just automatically loops. The LTE is desired just because of its compact size. You can basically Velcro this behind a TV or stick it under a counter, out of the way. The VP70 XD is basically the same thing. These are just loopers. These are just going to autoplay, auto repeat. It's a little more of an industrial, robust case. And again, we do have the VGA output. But again, it's going to play from the USB or the SD. Now, the VP71XD is a little different. First of all, it can do up to 100 megabits per second of video instead of 20 megabits per second, which is pretty close to Blu-ray quality like the other two players. It does have an interactive connection. So this kiosk you're looking at right now is basically powered by this, and that little motion sensor you see there was triggered to this player to play this video file. There are a variety of different interactive devices you can hook up to this. There is another station for that. The VP71XD also has a built-in scheduler, so it's a great for, say, menu boards, for example. You can put your three different menus on here, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you actually add a text file on the same card dictating what time they play. It's a 7-day scheduler, so if you want to play a different video on a Saturday or something, you can adjust that in there. Again, everything plays from SD and USB, and these are industrial units. Our track record on these is a failure rate of less than 1/3 of 1% on players that have been in the field for over 6 years. So they're extremely reliable. They're very simple. There's no software programming, and you don't have to be an engineer to get them to work. Very simple, very straightforward, and very reliable. Thanks for stopping by. If you're interested in learning more about these ultrasonic speakers that you hear, or some of our interactive functions, or our industrial DVD players, please take a look at some of the other stations. Thanks so much.